very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me on Acharya. The top stories first. Malaysian Dahal returns home. The former Prime Minister says India visit fruitful. Parliamentary Probe Committee grills Engineer of Finance Ministry, 6 details about the CCTV footage in Janata Sharma case. Government to provide ₹7 billion loan to NOC. The decision was taken to help NOC pay its dues to IOC. At least 9 killed in South Africa shootings. Police begins manhunt for the suspects. And Nepal concluded Scotland tour with another defeat. Scotland beats Nepal by 8 wickets. And now the news in detail. Yesterday marked the beginning of the month of Shrawan, the 4th month of the Nepali calendar, which holds religious significance. On the first day of the month of Shrawan, Nepalese women wear green and yellow bangles, green clothes and mehendi to welcome this month. Every Monday in the month of Shrawan holds great significance in the Hindu religion. The month of Shrawan is specially celebrated by worshipping Lord Shiva. It is believed that women show that they are close to nature by wearing green bangles, clothes and mehendi. Throughout the month of Shrawan, temples across the country, especially the Pashupatinath temple, are crowded with devotees. In addition to fasting every Monday, there is a custom of not eating fish and meat for the whole month. The month of Shrawan is called the month of Shiva and Monday is the day of Lord Shiva. Nepali women have a tradition of fasting every Monday in Shrawan. CPN Maoist Center Chairperson Pushpakamal Dahal has described his visit to India as a success, taking to media person at the Tribhuvan International Airport. Upon the arrival after completing a 3-day visit to India yesterday, he said that the conversation with the India side was held in a cordial atmosphere. The visit will bear some positive outcome in the relations between the two countries, former Prime Minister Dahal said, while noting that the discussion was with Foreign Minister and the Foreign Secretary was also fruitful. During his stay in India, Dahal said that he talked with the Indian political leadership about the revision of the 1950 Indo-Nepal Treaty, the publication and implementation of the Nepal-India Eminent Persons Group report, the resolution of the border problem, the long-term solution to the problem related to flooding, and the reduction of trade deficit. On Saturday, he met Indian Minister for External Affairs S. Jaishankar and discussed matters of bilateral interest between the two countries. The Parliamentary Special Committee formed to investigate former Finance Minister Janata Sharma has said that it has questioned the engineer handling the CCTV of the Finance Minister. In the meeting of the committee held at Singhadarbar on Sunday, it was said that they are ready to question the officials at the highest level of the Ministry of Finance. The Secretary of the committee, Surendra Aryal, said that on Sunday he also inquired with the head of Administration Division of the Ministry of Finance, the IT engineer look after the CCTV, and the head of the Budget Division.
अब हिजो पनि जस्तो अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय विभाग र भन्सार विभागका डिजी साहबहरू र अर्थ मन्त्रालयका राष्ट्रिय व्यवस्थापन महाशाखाका प्रमुख र त्यहाँका उपसचिवहरूसँग चाहिँ सोधपुछ गर्ने काम भयो.
Secretary Parliamentary Committee of Inquiry Secretary Aryal said that the committee is ready to move forward by discussing and questioning with all the necessary authorities. An 11-member Parliamentary Special Investigation Committee was formed after the then Finance Minister Sharma was accused of changing tax rates by calling unauthorized person at the Ministry of Finance on the eve of the budget announcement. Former Finance Minister Sharma resigned as Finance Minister after the Parliamentary Inquiry Committee was formed. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. After the break, we continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 152 new cases of COVID-19 across the country. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, the number of active cases of COVID-19 has dropped to 1,385 after 48 people recovered from the disease. So far, a total of 981,249 people have tested positive for the virus in Nepal, while 967,957 people have already recovered. No new death from the virus was reported yesterday. The death toll from the virus remains constant at 11,952. Nepal is currently among top 67 countries affected by coronavirus. USA tops the list with 91.25 million cases, followed by India with 43.74 million confirmed cases. The virus has infected more than 567.15 million people worldwide and has claimed over 6.38 million lives. Newly elected Deputy Speaker Puspa Bhusal Gautam has assumed the post of Deputy Speaker. Bhusal assumed office after taking the oath of office and secrecy at the President's office in Sital Niwas on Sunday. Speaker Agni Prasad Sapkota administered the oath to Bhusal in the presence of President Vidya Devi Bhandari and Vice President Nanda Bahadur Pun. After assuming office in a brief conversation with the media persons, she said that her responsibility was increased after becoming the Deputy Speaker and that she worked would according to the Constitution during her tenure. Deputy Speaker Bhusal promised to fulfill the role expected from the post of Deputy Speaker while implementing the Constitution. She said that she will be playing an important role in moving the House business ahead in an effective way.
संविधान कार्यान्वयन गर्दा संविधानले उपसभामुख पदबाट अपेक्षा गरेको भूमिकामा मेरो इमानदारीपूर्वक मेरो आफ्नो काम कारबाही अगाडि बढाउनेछु र सदनलाई पनि अत्यन्त प्रभावकारी ढङ्गबाट अगाडि बढाउनको लागि पनि मलाई लाग्छ 3 महिना 4 महिना जति समय छ त्यो समय मेरो लागि अत्यन्त महत्त्वपूर्ण रहनेछ र आफ्नो भूमिका पनि त्यही अनुसार निर्वाह गर्नेछु.
Deputy Speaker Bhusal was elected Deputy Speaker on behalf of the coalition after defeating CPN-UML candidate Vidya Bhattarai. And now the news from economic front. The government has decided to provide a loan of Rs 7 billion to Nepal Oil Corporation to make the supply of petroleum products smooth. A meeting of the Council of Ministers on July 15 decided to provide the amount to NOC, the state-owned petroleum importer and supplier, to pay the Indian Oil Corporation the issues due to its owes to the latter due in the adjustment in price of petroleum products. Addressing a news conference organized at the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology to make the Council of Ministers' decisions public, Communications Minister Gyanendra Bahadur Karki informed that the Ministry of Finance has decided to provide the amount to NOC as it was running short of money to pay to the IOC. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Police in South Africa are on the hunt of suspects after 9 people were killed in separate shooting incidents in 2 provinces in the country on Saturday night. The latest slew of shootings comes on the heels of an uptick in violent deaths in the country with one of the world's highest murder rates. 4 people were shot and 2 more were injured in the formal settlement, a southern suburb of Johannesburg. 4 people were certified dead on the scene on Saturday, while 2 people were taken to the nearest medical care center after sustaining gunshot wounds, reported Al Jazeera. The death toll from the days of tribal clashes in Sudan's Blue Nile state has climbed to at least 65 people. The fighting between the Hausa and Birta ethnic groups in the southern provinces has also injured about 150 others on Saturday, Al Jazeera reported. Province Minister Al Said urged authorities in the capital of Khartoum to help airlift 15 seriously injured as hospitals in the Blue Nile lack advanced equipment and life-saving medicine. On Saturday, officials had said the death toll was at least 31. Authorities have deployed the military and paramilitary rapid support forces to bring stability to the region. They also imposed a nightly curfew from Saturday night and bans gathering in the towns of Rosas and Damagin, the state capital where the clashes took place. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Host Scotland effortlessly vanquished visitors Nepal by 8 wickets in the ICC World Cup League 2-3 Series ODI this evening. The Nepali spectators witnessed a massacre at Titwood Cricket Ground. With this defeat, Nepal will return home with only a single historic victory from the Scotland tour. Chasing a winning target of 129 runs for victory, Scotland wrapped up the match in 19 overs, losing only 2 wickets. Scotland's opener Kyle Coetzer remained unbeaten, scoring 44 runs of 52 balls with 7 fours. Callum MacLeod left the crease after playing an aggressive innings of 64 runs of 29 balls with 10 fours and 3 sixes. Nepal's Sandeep Lamichhane and Sompal Kami took 1 wicket each. Nepal lost 3 matches and won a single match during its Scotland tour. Nepal has concluded the tour standing 6th in the point table by collecting 17 points with 8 wins and 11 20 matches. Along with this, Nepal's opportunity to qualify directly for the Global One Day World Cup by being on the top 3 seems to be arduous. The Nepal national women team and Nepal APF club's forward Sabitra Bhandari, also known as Samba, has rejoined Indian club Gokulam Kerala FC. Gokulam announced that Samba has signed a year-long deal through its Facebook page on Sunday. After signing an agreement, Samba stated that she was happy to be associated with the Gokulam Kerala for the second time. Samba stated once again the club has shown their belief on her. She tried her best to perform like before and make the club happy. She added, she will play AFC Cup Championship Qualifier, State League and Indian Women League from the club this season. 4 years ago, when Gokulam Kerala FC was crowned the title of Indian Women's League IWL, Samba was the prime player of the team. Back then, when the top-notch performance from Samba Gokulam backed the trophy, remaining undefeated, Samba scored goals in all the league matches. She was named the top scorer of the league with 16 goals. She also scored 3 goals in the playoffs. Similarly, in 2019, Samba helped Setho FC to clinch the title of IWL for the first time. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Maoist Chairman Dahal returns home. The former Prime Minister says India visit fruitful. Parliamentary Probe Committee grills Engineer of Finance Ministry. 6 details about the CCTV footage in Jonathan Sharma case. Government to provide 57 billion loan to NOC. The decision was taken to help NOC play its dues to IOC. At least 9 killed in South Africa's shootings. Police began manhunt for the suspect. And Nepal concluded Scotland tour with another defeat. Scotland defeats Nepal by 8 wickets. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamata.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.